Hey everyone, it's Mike Lesser, Artistic Director of the Playground Experiment, with a little bit of information about what Faces of America is. Sometimes people ask us, what is it? What's the purpose? Why was it started? All of that stuff. So here's a short, truncated version of why it is out there and why we do it. In 2019, we as a company decided that we needed to do something to create a more authentic work that was out there that wasn't being told, stories of the American populace that wasn't being told. So we put out a call to arms to all of our writers to send us their 2-minute monologues to submit for the festival with the theme Faces of America. That year we got only over 125 monologues, and we used 29 of them for a one night only reading in person in the theater. We raised money for the ACLU that year, and we kind of started, and then we used those monologues to publish in a book. So the writers had a new calling card for themselves of a place to say, hey, I've been published. That being said, it took off, and we did a revival of that in the summer of 2020 because we felt as a company we needed to do something for our artists to kind of come together because it was a very trying time during the pandemic in 2020. So we did a revival in on Zoom with all of the actors. Some of them can be there, but that was our way to go forward to announce that we were going to do it again. And then we did it again for our second festival in 2020. Again, that was on Zoom. 2021 and 22, they were all on Zoom. We did them. We had people submit monologues from all over the country. And each year, progressively, we've had more and more submissions. The part of this festival was always to create an excitement around connection to each other and how there's universal stories that we can all learn and grow from each other. The goal is to create and keep creating. So each year we do it. Last year we had over 450 submissions. The year before we had 550 submissions, so we shortened the window. This year we're getting close to big numbers. So each year we ask writers from across the country, even across the globe, to write monologues in the theme of Faces of America. We limit it to 2 minutes because we want to keep it nice and short and tight. And then we ask each year a collection of people to come up with a word of the year that we ask the writers to include in the monologue. If you go back into our arsenal, you can see we've used words like kindness. This year, the word is grace. We've used the word experiment, playground experiment, get that. So the point really is Faces of America has become one of our stalwart events that we do every year. And it's for me, one of the most rewarding events that we do during the year because it does bring community from around the world and from around the country together to collect and celebrate each other. So this is just a little short video of why we do what we do and how we do it a little bit. So we're hoping that if you haven't submitted yet and you're interested in submitting for the 2024 sixth Faces of America, that you'll consider submitting. And if you're not a writer and you don't want to write a story and you want to just support us and come to the event, think about in November 23rd, you can come to the event in person. All of that being said is thank you for taking the time to watch this video about our Faces of America Monologue Festival, and keep being creative and vote.